Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
We're looking forward to hearing from you.
Same here.
All right, an amazing win for Arsenal. I must say I watched every minute of the game and I was impressed. You know, like they being able to withstand whatever Brentford brought, and then when it seemed as though they were going to share the spoils, then the least expected player, the person I least expected, Kai Havertz, gave them the 3 points, and now they are top of the league. Amazing. So can I get your thoughts on that amazing matchup for Arsenal?
So they say that success has many friends. It's unfortunate that tonight that Arsenal fans are now seeing Havertz as the hero of the club. Moving from zero to hero.
Well, from zero to hero, what do you mean by zero to hero?
Because he was a non-entity to the fans of the club. But today, what has happened?
Yeah.
Because he scored a goal, and everybody has said, wow, Arsenal made... See, this is also for the first time in the history of Arsenal. In fact, I would say for the first time since Goodluck Jonathan, the former president of Nigeria, left office. This is the first time that Chelsea player has had an impact in the life of any Arsenal player. A beautiful night of football for Arsenal fans. But then the question now is this position at the top of the log, is it a premature one?
Oh.
That is the question now, okay? But then, this is just a game week 13 of the league,
yes,
okay? Match day 13 of the week of the league. But then you ask, it might just be possible that Arsenal might hold this position till January. Why do I ask that? Why do I say that? Because Arsenal might not be having it tough with their fixtures. Their fixtures between now and January. The only top feature for Arsenal is Liverpool versus Arsenal, meaning Arsenal will be going to Anfield. And you know, Anfield is not a place for Arsenal to win, okay? But then another fixture is that of Arsenal and Aston Villa. Aside that, Arsenal is playing Luton, Arsenal is playing just some regular clubs out there, okay? And then, you will not also say that the Champions League fixtures that they have will be so worrisome for them, because they seem to be a club that will qualify for the next phase of the Champions League. So the fact that they are not having so much pressure, and they don't really have severe injuries like some other clubs out there. So I see them that it's looking pretty cool for them. So out of about 6-7 games, if they are able to just lose to Liverpool, even if they get a draw from Aston Villa and win the rest, okay, they might still remain the top of the league, okay. I still don't see Man City without De Bruyne doing so well. Okay, it's really affecting them. You saw the game today. Yes, Doku and the rest were doing their part. Haaland got his 50th goal in the league, and he's rated the fastest at thereabouts.
He,
okay,
he broke a record.
Yeah. So, yes, they have many things going out for them. If you also ask about Liverpool, yes, they are doing their bit, but do they also look like a club that will not lose a game till the end of the year? I don't think so. So this is a good one for Arsenal. But then let's not also forget that Arsenal bottled it up when they were top of the league last season for 240 days. They were up there, and what then happened? Towards the tail end of the league, it was just shatters and shambles for the club. Okay, do they have the depth? That's the same question that we'll ask. Do they have the depth to keep them going till maybe January, for them to say, okay, maybe we'll get 1 or 2 players that will come and help the team? The answer for me right now, if they can hold on to injury, call their babalawo, call their spiritualists to say, please, let our players be fit. I think Arsenal can carry at least till January. But then, what then happens when people like De Bruyne comes in, when also if Liverpool, if they are really title contenders, if they can maintain the momentum of winnings, it might just be a very difficult season for those 3 teams. For me, the league is about Manchester City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Arsenal, for me, are the third choice assistant. Man City, Liverpool, they are the top for me to carry this season.
Obviously, looking at the game today, we saw Ramsdale starting ahead of Raya. Obviously, we all know the reason why. Brentford took Raya out on loan to Arsenal, and according to Premier League rules, you can't play against your parent club when you are on loan. So, but we saw that Ramsdale during this game was a little bit rusty. And why would you really blame him for being a little bit rusty, or would you tie it to the fact that he's been on the bench for quite some time and all that?
You won't blame the young lad. He's young, and what happened? Just all of a sudden, a guy that had a very good season last year, all of a sudden, you're bringing somebody from Brentford to come and bench him. Reason, because you feel that this person can play football, can play with the leg. Right, yes. Okay? It does not make sense. For
me of Onana.
Okay? Don't go there. Don't go there.
Let's not go there.
So, it's not easy for him coming back. And look at the fumbles that he made, and had he been that good, got in. Had he been that Declan Rice was not at that position,
all thanks to Declan Rice,
his morale could have deepened. It could have been so tough for this guy to rise up again.
And somehow Arteta would have been justified.
Oh, sure.
For always benching him.
And that will,
you'll be like, you see?
Yeah. And that will affect the young man's psychic. Okay, it is not an easy time for him. I know by now he'll be thinking, should I leave the club? Because this guy is England #1. He cannot just be benched, and the Euros are very close. So it's so challenging for the young man. Maybe we don't know what might happen by January. We don't know. If this continues, and there is a club out there that needs his services, he might just tear the ropes and just run out there because he wants to be at the Euros. And if you're not playing, Southgate won't play you.
That's quite so much unfortunate, because in the game of football, we can only have 11 players on the field, a goalkeeper and 10 players. So had it been the number was more than that, maybe there would have been space for some of these. All right, but moving forward, let's talk about the man of the moment, the man who gave Arsenal the win. I'm talking about Mr. Kai Havertz. I mean, like I said earlier, the least player I expected to get that. So what do you really feel this has done to the psyche of Kai Havertz?
Big ups to Kai Havertz, big ups to Arsenal for this record, because it happened to be the 10th time that a substitute is scoring for Arsenal. Wow. Okay? And on that note, Arsenal are the #1. Second is Brighton. Those two clubs are the ones that are holding the record for making smart substitutions, okay, that changes the game. And that's a big win for both clubs, to tell you that these managers are also working, that they are reading the game. Not some manager, oh come on. Not some managers that when they even do their so-called sub that they be begging them for, the game will just go into tatters. Okay?
Seems like let's not go there.
Okay, like the West London club.
Yes.
Like the West London club. Okay? So, Kai Havertz has shown over the past 1 week that some good signs. He has been showing those good signs, because even in Germany he was played as a left back.
Can you imagine that? I was
played a left back and he scored.
Yes, he did.
But guess what?
What?
He made them concede a goal.
What would you have expected?
He made them concede a goal. So, but then, does he have the potentials? Havertz has the potentials. Aside being also, in quote, a flop in Chelsea, okay, you also have to wonder, why would Arsenal pay 56 million pounds rather, for this player? So if you go back to history, and you know these guys have data. If you go back to history, you might find out that from his age 7 till maybe about 21. Yes, I know before he went to Chelsea, prolific, good German Bundesliga player.
But then in Bayern Leverkusen.
Yes, but then if you now go back, you know how these guys rate people. They value how you started when you were young and all that. Okay, and think that should be the reason why he's still so valuable, that Arsenal were able, and Arteta, for him to say, I want this person, for how much? For that amount of money? Well, for me, I'm still waiting to see that value of money whether it will come to play at the end of the day.
And funny enough, you see, Arteta has so much faith in this kid, Havertz. You know, even from time when fans were like blasting him, why are you scouting this guy? I think there was a time he had a press conference and he was just telling this guy, Arsenal fans, please, let's be patient with this guy. There's something I'm seeing in him, let's give him time. And we saw it, him still putting Havertz. And I kind of feel it has paid off somehow in this match. And he's not going to make the fans to be seeing it from a very different angle. So lastly, before we go, now, let's turn our attention over to the, this is Champions League week, I believe, coming up, and the likes of Arsenal will be involved. So let me just get a tidbit from you. Do you see the likes of, I think with the way Arsenal are performing now, obviously they are moving. Do you see the likes of Manchester United heading anywhere?
Well, the game against Everton will tell. Reason because if they are not able to win Everton that has been demoralized because of the points that have been deducted from them, that means the challenges will be too much for Manchester United. And come to think of it, they are not in a group that is easy. They still have Bayern Munich, they still have Galatasaray to play. Will they be able to win these guys and get the 6? Even if they get 6 points, will it even be enough with what is happening? Okay? So, for me, it is a tough time for every Manchester United fan out there. This week will tell so much about the club and the players. Okay, and oh come on,
we can't wait.
I can't wait. I can't wait. They are going to go the same back by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, will they be able to beat Everton? We expect them to beat Everton because of where Everton is coming out from.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
But then, who knows? Maybe Everton might just be too rejuvenated to say, see, we must make grounds with these points that we've lost. They might just go berserk and attack and oh man. Well, tomorrow we tell.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really must appreciate you for being on this show.
Thank you.
All right. Do have a wonderful night.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.